What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the Side Hustle to Full-Time Web Designer podcast as well. This is the first episode we're doing here on YouTube, and today we're giving you 5 reasons why I think Divi is the best page builder that you can get today. And I'm not gonna waste time with intros. Let's just get into it. So number 1, it's all about thoughtful design, right? They've really been meticulous about how they build the visual builder, the platform, how they've grown, and how they've created this consistent UI that's under those 3 tabs, the content, design, and advanced. Those things have just made it to where you have a very great uniform user interface, and it just works well. They've been very thoughtful about how they grow the platform and how they still pay respect to what came before it. So it's a really good platform that just works extremely well. So that's number 1. Number 2 is all about clients and yourself, right? It's perfect for clients, it's perfect for agencies because of the role manager. You can go in and really granularly decide who's going to see what based on their roles. And you've got the visual builder. The visual builder makes it so simple for clients, and it really honestly makes it very easy for us as agencies or as builders or even as freelancers to go in and take a design from one site, export it, import it into the new site, and then tweak the layout, colors, images, all that stuff, and you got your structure already. It's so simple. And then you've also got visual builder control. So for a client, you don't want to inundate them with all of the options. You can hide the design and the advanced tab to where all they see is the content tab, to where they can change text and things like that, or maybe a background image here or there, but they can't go and wreck the design of the site. It's a beautiful thing. And then you've got the cost. I mean, Divi is, I still think it's a steal. Anytime I've had conversations with anybody over at Elegant Themes, it's always been like, you should raise your price. $89 per year for unlimited websites, or $249 unlimited forever, lifetime, no questions asked. I just can't understand it. Like, that's a crazy steal. Because early on I was buying themes, when I didn't really know much about the process of building websites, I would go to the Envato market and I would buy a theme like a Jupiter, or I used X theme back in the day, and they were great themes, but you had to pay for every single license. So if you built one site that was it's $50 or $60 or $70 or whatever it was, you'd pay per website just for that one license. And so every new site you had to continue to buy that and charge a client. This way you can pass that savings along, or you can make additional profit. Whichever way you want to play that, depending on your business structure, you can. But the whole point is that you have options, and the cost of Divi is not very expensive. Number 3 is that Divi has a massive community. There's a lot of people who use it. There's a lot of people who develop for it. There's a lot of people who do resale for it. And that is just awesome, because that means you've got tons of great plugins that are tested with Divi. That means you've got great child themes that are built for Divi, and you've got support from people who know Divi inside and out. And that is incredible. Number 4 is compatibility. I touched on it a little bit in number 3, but you've got that huge user base. That means that more people are using it, which means that more services that work with WordPress, they're going to test using Divi, right? Hosts, different plugins like cache plugins, image optimization, anything that's really popular in WordPress, there's a very good chance it's going to be tested with Divi, because it's one of the most popular themes that you can get. And that can't be understated, right? You can find a great theme elsewhere, but if there's not a big user base, that means that most people that are making things for WordPress probably didn't test it with your theme. That's where Divi has an advantage. And number 5, I'm going to debunk a conversation, an argument that's been made for years, for a very long time, probably since Divi 3 or maybe 2.4, I think was the big one before that. That was right when I came into Divi, so forgive me if I'm wrong. Correct me in the comments if it wasn't 2.4. But Divi 3 introduced the visual builder, and with it, that was a really interesting release, because they did the 100 Days of Divi, which got a lot of people hyped, and then the visual builder came out and it was slow and it was clunky and it didn't quite work exactly the way people were hoping. It wasn't the monumental shift that people thought it was. Well, some of those people today still think that the visual builder sucks, and they try and use the block grid builder in the back. And the visual builder is awesome. It's come a long ways over the last couple of years, and it is really good. And with that, though, the performance part is that they've added more features, right, into the visual builder. They've added a whole lot more to Divi, ways to make your workflow quicker, import, export, copy and paste, global presets, the list goes on, but all of those add more code to Divi. And so people complained about bloat. Divi 4.10 came out with dynamic modules and dynamic icons and dynamic code. And with that, all the bloat went away. But the conversation's still there. So I'm here today to kind of put it out there, right? Divi is no longer bloated. In fact, let's just jump over. We'll take a look at the screen right now, and you can see this Divi performance. So in the switch to desktop views, you can see the times here. They've made all of the visual builder a lot quicker. And this was the first part of what they did, right? So this was part of their performance updates for the visual builder. And those visual builder updates were the foundation that led into this massive Divi performance update. And what they did is they went dynamic with everything. And so you can see some of the results here that they're able to pull from just a blank Divi install. It used to be very big. The file size was large. And what they've done is they've tweaked everything so that it's dynamic, right? It's only what you need based on what you're using on the page. And so here's some of the scores compared to some of the other things: Gutenberg, Beaver Builder, Elementor, and Avada. And so I say all this and I put this information out there. Obviously, it's from Elegant Themes website, but from someone who uses it and has tons of websites built on Divi, I can tell you that this is no lie. It's 100% truth, and it has made a massive difference for client sites. And so the old conversation about Divi bloat, I think, is one that we can put to bed. And so that is the top 5. Those are my reasons that I think Divi is the best page builder that you can possibly get today. Now you've got 5 reasons why Divi is the best page builder out there. Let's go ahead and build a website. So I'm going to show you my brand new setup, how I'm building websites, how I'm putting them together, and you can click the video right here, and let's jump into creating a new site inside of SpinUp WP. I'll see you there.